Hello and welcome to Sim 4, where in this video, you read the title, you're here for it, and we have not built it yet, so I don't know why I'm turning this way. We're building a cottage rental. I recorded like a 9-hour video not too long ago and finished up the ending recording of that, and I'm not recording again. I can't be doing this, but I am doing this. Now, how the f am I gonna do this? Probably gonna go for side yard here. That means, I'm not sure how I'm gonna get along with, curved roof here. Wraparound roof, not curved roof. Curved roof will be an actual hell. What the fuck is going on here? Just give me back my roofs. I know how to do a wraparound roof. I don't know how to do a wraparound roof. Okay, what the fuck do I do here? That looks fine. I kinda wanna squeeze 3 apartments in this. 1 in the house, 2 in the house, maybe the second floor can have the apartment, and then 3 will be a shit out back which nobody cares about. You just shove someone in there. It's there for rent out, just in case somebody needs somewhere really cheap to rent out and they're just in the middle of the woods for some fucking reason. This looks ugly. Now, I was considering medium wall height, but if we're going for realism here, and I'm not gonna decorate medium fucking wall height, we're gonna keep it short since larger rooms are harder to heat and cost more money, and we're in the middle of the fucking woods. Do I need to make this smaller? I think that makes it smaller. That looks fine. And that's the green room. Because why not? We're here for the long haul, people. So, I'm gonna quickly work on the floor plan and go back to placing windows and stuff. And this is the floor plan, as you can see. Actually, I do want to change a little something about this. Now, what will I be doing? I don't fucking know. I'm just going to continue with the windows and come back to you in 3, 2, 1. Give me a second, I need to get to a good cut place. And now, we have the house. Complete with all the walls I want to use, really. So, we now have the inside here. Usually I leave the outside to last, but like, I'm kind of just like, want to get the outside over with. I have a general idea what I want to do, and I don't want to lose that image in my mind. I can't get this to go away, and I'm not going to keep trying to get it to go away, so I guess this is just staying, huh? Well, let's start off with the kitchen, of course. What is the style of this? Kind of country, I guess? These would look nice, but these would look nicer, so I'm just gonna quickly... God, where is it? There it is. I'm going to... what do I do here? I'm going to just do this, see if that works. Is that too... I think that's too... I'm going to just... There we go. Is that too much? Might be too much. That's kind of cute, I guess, but like, there's not space for it here. I'll move it in here because I do want it. Something nice that looks above this. Something nice that looks above this, huh? This nice looks above it. Although it needs the light lower bit. Pink and yellow. That's nice. I want to put something up here. And it's going to be a plant. And this is the kitchen done. As you can see, very pink, yellow, and quite a lot of undertones of blue, huh? And now, dining room. I think this chicken looks nice here. Kind of derpy, but that's fine. That's nice. You'd be a monster if you didn't have something on your table. Plant does best. It's a beautiful rug, but it doesn't fit. I'll leave it like this. This is fine. Does this look good? It looks nice. And now we have this corner here. Turn around the corner. Is there something there? Absolutely fucking not. Will there be something there? Maybe a ladder. I feel like making a basement. This is supposed to be a rental again, isn't it? God damn. We're making an entire basement. So, now we have a basement back here. I'm just going to quickly... That looks nice there, doesn't it? And this is the dining area. As you can see, we have this, that. The second floor will be strictly area 2. Second floor will be like, strictly like, you know. Like, it will just be like strictly like the first rental. The basement will be strictly a second rental, and the shed will be the third rental. Shed we haven't started on yet. Now, let's move on to the bathroom now that we have this room done. And the bathroom is going to be a pain in the ass. There we go. And there we go. Now, on to the mudroom. Actually, let's start with the entrance first. Is it the right resolution, or did I accidentally drag it too big? I have no idea. I think I dragged it too big because I don't recognize those places. You know, we're going with this resolution. Why don't I use this more often? This is so cute. Do we have it in the right color? We have it in pink! This is very cute. I think it's also a really cute object, but I don't get to use it often, because I forget about it often. What the fuck is this? I'm not switching the medium wall height to use this one item. But God, I wish this was medium wall height. No, I don't. No, I don't. I sincerely don't wish this was medium wall height. I'd hate it. Entryway shelf, you know what? I'm using it. Does this look nice here? Well, this is the layout I've chosen, and I think it's... okay. And there we go. As you can see, carefully stacked succulent. It's quite the carefree succulent, huh? You can boo me now. Anyways, onto the table. I think this should be the start. That's just basics. Now the room is done. As you can see, you'll get to see more on the tour. Now, I'm going to keep avoiding it and move on to the mudroom since I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do for this room. I have to do something for it. And clearly, it's not going to have something nice. So, back to here. Well, I just wanna, but I can't. I'm stuck here. Why am I stuck here? I really wish I could hang up a coat. Give me a second. I want to see if I can hang up a coat in this. And there we go. I've now hanged this in here. Personally, I love hanging. You know, I'll just get this room over with. I'm gonna do this last little thing, and then I'll leave this room to its own devices. And this room is done. I don't want to touch it anymore. I don't know why, I just can't do anything for it. And this room hurts me even more. Either way, that's this room done. I thought I was going to struggle more with it, which is why I was resenting it so much. As you can see, I just spent 30 minutes silently placing plants that total for 3 hours of recording. Anyways, we still have 2 floors to do. So, on to the upper floor. It kind of just... I mean, it's cute, but it's kind of just... Let's put it here while I scroll through these. You know, I'm doing it. What kind of carpet will look good under this? I mean, personally, I'm kind of saving, like, this carpet for this room over here. Because I feel like you can make a really cute kids' room. Just, like, really cute, just, like, nature-themed kids' room. But this is not the time for that. This is the time for here. Which needs an ottoman. Kind of a bit too fancy. I wouldn't really expect to see here, but what other choices do we got out here? Fancier? Absolutely not. What about the circle? It looks like a nipple. What about this? I mean, does it look like it fits to you? I mean, do I have to say anything? Once again, no. So, our only option is this. Well, I guess we do technically have this, but this does not fit in the slightest. Nor does this. And while we could put a stool in here, it looks pretty nice. All the way around. Do the parents have any hobbies I should know about? Maybe they have a fish tank in the room. An unironic fish tank. And I guess it's the bedroom, huh? You know, baby shoes on the wall because, you know, you don't want to forget your kids' baby shoes. Next up, the team's room. The room which I'm going to be enjoying doing. You know why I'm going to enjoy it? This is my favorite bed. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shove it into the very corner. And I'm going to theme the entire room around this. I don't know where I'm going to put a fucking bookshelf in here, but you know, I'm going to put it somewhere. I kind of want to put it in a radio in here. I think this radio is really cute. That makes one corner of the room. You know what? I'm going to change. Look at this. I like this. And this makes this room to the kids' bedroom. And that's the kids' room done. As you can see, you'll be able to see more and see better in the tour. We have outside next. But before that, that's right. Hopefully you didn't forget. I mean, it's been 4 hours for me. I don't know how long it's been for you. And as you can see, we have quite the area. 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, an ensuite, which is also a half bath, and this is the kitchen, living, dining area. And this is a little kitchen, as you can see, really small, really cluttered. Not really cluttered, actually. And, I forgot we need flooring and wallings for us to change. I'm gonna change that real quick, and then I'll be it. There we are. As you can see, you'll be able to see it better during the tour. But for now, I'm going to... And that's this room done. With one little tiny exception. Going into decorations, we will place a singular plant on this. Because everyone needs a plant on our dining table. The plant owns the dining table. Now, on to the bedroom. Well, I guess bedroom 1. Main bedroom. No natural light, tons of wall space, there's no windows down here because we're in a fucking basement. And I'll leave it like this, like, It's been rented out before, so there's things here and there, but like, it's been a while since the last residence. I think a kid's room needs to be tealish. It's getting a tealy vibe. And that's the kid's room done. As you can see, very low decoration, and time to move on to the outside. I'm rushing this because it's been 5 hours and I'm really tired. So, quick just landscaping moment. I'm just gonna quickly do a mini cut, which means a bit of. And we're back. Where now you can see, we have most of this done, and we will be doing the third apartment still. I'm kind of regretting it though. Now, this is the backyard done, or I guess the entirety of this. And I just kinda feel a bit iffy about the outside. I feel like there's more I could do, and there is more I could do. I'm gonna do more actually. Now, on to this. So, on the count of 3, this entire thing will be done. 1, 2, 3. You already know the fucking trick, don't you? None of this matters anymore. I'm really fucking tired. I'm really fucking tired. Here's the front. As you can see, it looks very kind of like a cottage McMansion, I guess. It gives that kind of vibe. And you know what? I am only partially here for it. But let's move on anyways. Going up to the front porch, we're gonna go inside, and at the entryway, we have a kind of living room-ish area. You can see there's stuff here, there, decorations, found by the door. You don't know whose that is. And this is a shared area. Hence why there's so much clutter. Because everyone shares this area. Heading into here, we have another shared area, the dining room. Bookshelf right there, we ignore that. We have another bookshelf right here with some more books on top, some more clutter. It's very pink and yellowy. You have a hen and some plants on top of the dining table with 6 chairs. And of course a painting of a flower there. Going further, have a 3x3 where the door to the bathroom and mudroom is. And in here we have a washer, dryer, some more clutter up there, this, that, knickknacks, and clutter everywhere. Some pink, some yellow. By the way, I didn't forget the trash can, didn't. And the light switches are in every room. Almost every room. Let's go into the greenhouse where, yep, Plant Central, people. It's gonna just plant, and more plant. I'm getting motion sickness from her rocking back and forth like that. Jesus. As you can see, way too many plants. And of course we're going to the shared bathroom downstairs. Which is the bathroom most people use, unless you have a direct connection to your... you have this, that, more, and, it's just kind of like, I guess, And we're doing a different order today. We're just going to go through all the shared rooms first, which does include the bedroom, which has... I guess that, because if you're living in a cottage area, you might expect a lot of pets. Might need an extra leash for those to come over. Some coats hung up by the door. Got a radio in here. Just a ton of radios in this house for some reason. And a ton of stuff by the door. Going outside to the porch, you have another radio. Some more of that. A view in there, because, you can look out writing. Some stuff along here. It's only mode on here. That's not mode. None of that's mode right there. Some planters here and there. Fountain, and of course some good seating. Here's like the shed, which is now a house. Then we'll start off with the first of the unshared areas. Going up the stairs and through this door, we've entered the first of the unshared areas, and it's the bedroom, master bedroom. You got a big flat screen TV over on that wall. It's not mounted, but it's good enough on the dresser. You got a bookshelf next to it and some decor above it, a bit Christmassy for the season, but it's fine. Summer might be the exact opposite, but it doesn't mean red isn't pretty. You got a phone on the wall. You can make calls from home next to your desk with a computer on it. It's a nice computer model too. course, you got red everywhere, red here, red there, enough to make any person who has a fear of blood squeal. And of course, you got a debatably ugly bed. Personally, I don't think it's that ugly, but you know what? You don't have to worry about it that much. And I'm going to do a quick little thing real quick. There we go. Move the baby shoes over there, and now you can see out that window. But also, don't forget the nice big old window over there. It might be beige and not fitting on the rest of the room, but that doesn't mean it isn't pretty. I'm talking about the curtains, by the way. Of course, that big mirror over there is a bit cracked, but you know, you can always find a replacement somewhere. Heading into this room, the next room over, have a big nice mirror on this wall. Some pretty blues all over the place. Blue, and they're really my favorite theming of all these rooms. Really nice, bright themed. You got blue here, blue there, blue everywhere, da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. And honestly, you can see they keep the shoes in here. You might want to take off the carpet though. And it's a pretty nice computer in here too. Personal journal on the desk and tissues too for all the crying I'm going to be doing. And of course, other things other than crying, but you know, and I'm going to try not to be too crude because you know it's 9:13 a.m. and I've been recording for 6 hours now. 6 hours. 6 fucking hours. Onto one of the bathrooms I cut out. The ensuite for this room is also pretty blue, but it's also pretty black. As you can see, it's about as black as the night sky. And as you can see, the shower is also pretty, but like, you know, the pattern just feels a bit off-putting compared to everything else. It feels a bit more intricate and traditional compared to every other blue, which feels more modernish and farmhouse. Kind of just feels a bit out of place, but you know what? That's not the problem here. You know, it is a problem. I haven't shown you the third room. That's the problem. Up here, you have the child's bedroom. As you can see, it's pretty green, very foresty and mushroom themed. You got the monster toy box. You have the big standing mirror here. You might want to take it out if you have a younger kid. And you have, of course, you know, little desk here, Barry, the big giant bear plushie, and a little TV on this. You know, a small TV, so if the kid breaks it, you can just more easily replace it. It's not wasted $1,000, it's wasted $700. Of course, it's on 2 suitcases, which may be a bit hard, so you have to move it off to get it open, but you know what, that's fine, you can deal with it. Now you may be wondering, where's the next apartment? You know, we're here in the dining room, and if we go over here, this side, where can you not walk? Now, as you can see, over here in this dark, dingy corner, we have downstairs. This is the first room you enter, where you can knock on the door. You have the dungeon part 1, the dungeon part 2, the kitchen, where as you can see, it's very rustic, so to say, and I like all the other places in this. You don't have much space above the sink, so you can deal with that yourself. That's your problem. Along with the lack of natural light, you also have that picture collage over there on that wall, along with this little TV and extra old-style place. Yes, this entire basement is made up of older things, but you know what? That's your problem to deal with, not mine. And as you can see, the brown and black go really well together. They don't clash at all, and the different shades of brown don't clash at all. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's not abhorrent in any sort of way possible. The 20 different shades of brown, 50 shades of brown actually. And I can tell you, that one is much worse than 50 Shades of Grey. Moving on to the bathroom, you can see it's a bathroom. You have a tub, way too low down painting, makes the wall look like it has a 5 head instead of a 4 head, and you can see the towel over top of that just feels a bit empty, I guess. And the mirrors over here, along with the sink, it's everything you need in a bathroom, that's about it. And of course, the only brown thing in here this time is not only the shit in the toilet, but this, I forget what it's called, cabinet. It's called a fucking cabinet. Let's just move on. After being disappointed in myself for getting the word cabinet, we can see that we are now inside the main bedroom, where there is a bookshelf, a desk, and a computer. You can turn on cartoons on that instead, for when a kid really wants to watch something and refusing to do it in his room and your room instead. And now, we have double bed. Now, of course, we do have the kids' room, where instead of just, you know, little single bed, blue here is a bit cheery. You don't need to expose the kid to the depressing black and brown color scheme the rest of the house has been exposed to. And of course you do have the tall little bookshelf over there. Berry, of course, too. Every kid deserves a berry. Some paintings on the wall. Bit boring. And a monster chest full of toys. Mainly the cheap plastic toys that break if you put a little bit too much pressure on them. The kind of pressure a 5-year-old exerts just by holding it. Of course, a little shitty carpet over here. Not that shitty. It's actually quite pretty. And an ensuite. Weep about it. The child gets an ensuite, you don't. Although you should be happy the child gets something nice. You should be happy the child gets something. I wonder where the ninth part went. Now I can tell you where the ninth part didn't go, and that's to the third rental, the shed. That's right, for I have no idea how fucking much a month you can rent this fucking shed. As you can see, not actually ugly, it's quite cute. The anti-theft alarm's over there, by the way, but I'm not walking back to show you. But, yep. As everyone knows, cute is actually an excuse for small. Because, this is your bathroom. 3 glorious tiles. Is, there mold growing somewhere? A bit on the door, but nowhere else. You'll be fine. Just try not to slip on a stone on your way out of the bathroom. Just make sure you're careful when taking showers. We don't take responsibility for that. We're not going to take responsibility for that. And finally, the last room of this whole entire thing, the bedroom. The third rental, where you have barely enough space to get out of both sides, barely enough space to cuddle, barely enough space to fuck, barely enough space to do anything, barely enough space to breathe, so you might as well just put your head under the pillow and hope when you wake up tomorrow, the room is somehow a millimeter, at least a millimeter bigger, because you might be able to stretch out your leg then. Either way, as you can see, there's one big window at the back here. I have no idea where it's looking out since we went too far in. You have a little TV over here on this little stand. You'll probably knock it over, walk into the other side of the bed with your fat ass. And, of course, the light switch. Because everyone needs a light switch, even if it doesn't work. So that leads us to the end of the tour. If I seemed a bit spiteful on that, that's because I am. I've been recording for 6 hours straight without a break. And I am very tired. So if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and